What's good, people, and welcome back to Through, the #1 podcast about the things we care about the most. I'm Rob Haze.
I'm Jamel Johnson.
And PU, this was a stinky week in sports.
We didn't talk. We talked for a while before this started. I did not know you was going to do that.
Oh, no, I didn't know I was going to do that either.
Stinky.
Yeah.
You the first black person I heard say stinky.
Really?
Well, okay, I found one other guy. My boy Lazy.
You have a boy named Lazy?
Yeah.
Do you have a boy named Crazy?
Nah.
Do you have no Busy? No Wish?
I have several boys who are busy.
Atasha?
Yes. I had to scan for a second, but I do have a Tasha.
Sure. Yeah.
What was so stinky about it, Rob? What's going on here?
Your man Pat Bev came through, and you know he could hold. He never held his nose as a Laker. He was holding his nose as a Timberwolf. He was definitely holding his nose as a Clipper, as a Houston Rocket, and now as a Bull against the Lakers again, he's out here holding his nose.
It's hilarious that two teams in the play-in are our lead story.
He did this to LeBron. LeBron just got his foot back.
LeBron shouldn't even have his foot back.
He got a new foot off Amazon. He's just trying it on for the first time. You're gonna do this to LeBron. They gonna see the Lakers this week in Chicago. We gonna see.
I heard that LeBron said that he had two doctors tell him shut it down.
They said you need to have emergency surgery right now. Your foot's about to fall off. We need to put it back together. They were like, do you want to have Frankenstein feet? Like we get him, put him under. And LeBron was like, no, I'll get a mischief boot and I'm gonna get out of here. And then LeBron went to the LeBron James.
Was that an impression, by the way? Was that a LeBron impression you were doing?
In how you imagine this, that's how LeBron's voice sounds.
Okay.
That's not how LeBron's voice always sounds.
You were just doing kind of a tonal
scenario.
I got
that's how LeBron's voice sounds.
I got you.
I'm getting out of here. I'm LeBron James. Bronny, go to your room. Yeah.
I can see it. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. So, LeBron goes to this doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes on a journey. He goes to this doctor. This doctor's the LeBron James of feet. The LeBron James of feet.
He started in high school?
He started in high school helping people with their feet. He was like, I'm so good at feet, I'm going to Miami where they wear sandals. I'm taking my talents to South Beach, to South Feet. Then he was like, I'm going back to where I'm from because there's some feet I got to handle there. They've been knocking around in Timberland boots and stuff. I got to go back home. And then he was like, you know where they wear sandals? Even though it's cool at night? L.A.
Los Angeles County.
And he came to L.A. So LeBron had to retrace his steps around the country just to find the LeBron James of feet lives in Los Angeles. And that man, he took them gloves on. He put them on. He put the powder on the gloves. He threw it in the air. He had a headband on. He was like LeBron of feet in Boston, like versus Boston doctors at that conference at one time, you know? And so he looked at LeBron's feet. He molded them, shaped them back together to that Vincent St. Mary shape and sent them out there.
Rob, ain't no way none of that shit happened. But it sounded real good, man.
It sounded real good, right?
I'd like to thank...
I'm working on my capping.
I see you, man.
I'm trying to cap better.
A tip of the cap to you.
Come on.
I want to thank Patrick Beverley for effectively ending the Wizards season. We needed to be put out to pasture. Thank you, Wizards. The 2023 Wizards in the grave.
Man.
Nah, it's over. It's fine.
Y'all will be back.
Someday.
Yeah. Okay, Jamel.
Yes, Rob.
What you got on today?
Well, yeah, let's see. I could put on some Kemps. I figure he's been in the news a little bit.
Kemps,
doing on some Kemperonis.
Topical.
And I got on my Arsenal travel pants.
Okay.
And then a little Super Street Fighter 4 shirt.
Okay.
Dan.
All right.
One of the worst characters in video game history.
His name is Dan?
Yeah, Dan Hibiki.
Okay. You got to say the whole thing. I don't know if you just roll out there with Dan.
He does uppercuts and then he like starts to cry.
Oh, he's crying.
He's crying.
Okay.
That's why I fuck with him. I can relate.
If I fought somebody and they start crying, I get scared a little bit.
So I think he leans on that just personally. And then, I topped it off with a little LAFC hat.
Okay.
Them guys.
Dope.
What about you, Rob? I know you asked because...
Ask me who made my shirt.
Hey, who made your shirt, Rob Haze?
Oh, that's Amy.
Hey, how about the jacket?
Who made my jacket? That's Amy.
Oh, wow. The pantaloons?
Oh, the pants that's made out of the same material as the jacket?
Oh, jeez.
That's Amy.
Wow. It's just like you look like a nice living room.
Okay. I'm out here living.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hat do you think this is?
If I had to guess, I'd probably say Land's End, maybe.
Nah.
St. John's Bay.
Nah, not the Bay.
Crofton Barrow.
Nah, that's Amy.
Oh,
that's Amy right there.
Oh, I didn't know they sold swordfish.
Yeah, swordfish Amy. You know what I mean?
Hey now.
Yeah. What kind of shoes you think these are?
Look like some James Worthies to me.
James Worthy. Or maybe Teddy Santis. You know what I'm saying? That's Amy with the Amy socks.
Rob, I know you look nice. Let me just start by saying.
What kind of belt do you think that is,
I really wish we could have skipped a belt. You look great, Rob. I do think. Oh no. Okay, wait. You're not even wearing this.
This is
the driving gloves.
Amy Leon Dore Super Carrera driving gloves. Okay.
Can you write off these driving gloves? Are these technically streetwear? Because you drive on streets.
Yeah, no.
I found out you can't. For all my people out there doing their taxes last minute, allegedly you cannot write off costumes, wardrobe if it's streetwear. They don't include streetwear as wardrobes. Hidden racism in the tax code.
Wait, that's wild.
That's real.
Are you serious?
I mean, that's what my tax guy told me today.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Have you driven with these gloves on?
I've never driven with these gloves on. I've never put them on before.
When would you? If you were like driving to Eddie Murphy's house, would you wear them?
100%. 100%.
What other? Okay, are there 5 occasions where you would wear those gloves?
We've
got one.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy's house for like a late lunch.
Okay. Halloween.
Okay.
Like a
get your box there,
80s driver party, like a Ferrari party,
which doesn't exist, but yes,
they do now. Now people gonna be having Ferrari parties when the movie comes out. Wait till the movie comes out.
Okay. So that's we'll give him a second to put his gloves on. Everybody, you can't podcast and actively put on gloves. It's a fine leather. It's a high quality leather. I don't think Rob's hands is the same size as what we finding out. Folks, I think Rob's got 2 different size hands. Probably from fighting in the streets.
This is kind of hard. This might be my new thing. I might become a glove guy. I don't know. I feel powerful. I get why Mike wore 1 glove. 2 gloves is almost too much power.
Is that because his hands was 2 different sizes as well?
Maybe. Eddie put a ring on the outside of his glove. That's another level of money. When you like, my glove needs a ring.
This seems like the perfect time to talk about some more stuff from the 80s. Michael Jordan's signature shoe is getting a signature feature film. Rob, are you excited to watch Air?
I'm excited to get upset. I'm excited to get mad.
This seems like something that you do regularly as well. Just like
I care. I know that I can already tell by the fact that they had an eBay tag in the movie that there's not going to be any archival Nike stuff worn by some of the people who represent Nike in this movie. I can already tell that. I can already tell there's going to be some lazy shoe choices. I can already tell.
It's gonna be a guy in Skechers.
Phil Knight in 84, 85. I doubt he has on anything that resembles 84, 85. He gonna be 70s on the feet, 80s on everything else.
They gonna be wearing kill shots?
Maybe that would be fire. That would be fire.
Is that actually 80s? That's true?
I think so.
Okay, well, that's too much credit.
Yeah. I think that. I also think, why are we making a movie about him signing?
Because they don't know what else to do, man.
Give us a House of Gucci, but like about Jordan, and they talk about like them making every shoe in the different years and stuff. So we're going to make a movie that stops at the Jordan 1, not that starts at the Jordan 1.
Because they try and make sure they could maybe make a second one if it hits.
No, nobody wants to see Jordan 2, the movie. And they go to Italy and they be like, hey, can y'all make a basketball shoe? And then
come on, man. It could work, man. It's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun to make fun of. How is Matt Damon gonna be Sonny Vaccaro? How?
Yeah,
have y'all seen Sonny Vaccaro?
It doesn't seem like he's doing a voice.
Have you seen Matt Damon? Yeah. Have you ever put their pictures side by side ever and been like, you know what? Which one is which? Which one is Sonny and which one is Matt? I can't tell.
I'm looking at them next to each other and I have no idea. I don't know.
I saw Sonny Vaccaro's 30 for 30 and I was like, is this Matt Damon's 30 for 30? Did you know Matt Damon was out here watching high school kids play basketball and be like, man, he should be a millionaire?
I would love Matt Damon's 30 for 30.
That little middle schooler should be a millionaire.
For the record.
Where's he going to high school? That's what he did. He was finding kids and being like, all right, millionaire right there.
Look, dude,
my name's Sonny. I'll be right back.
This is all Mike's fault. This is all The Last Dance fault.
Yeah. No, that's clearly what it is. The Last Dance fault. The way we got a Tiger King movie we didn't ask for on Peacock. This is the same thing, just at a bigger scale. Because everybody that was popping in 1998 was like, yo, Jordan's Last Dance was 1998. I was in Senseless. I was in the Wayans Brothers in 1998. Chris Tucker, he calls up. He's like, I was in Rush Hour in 1998. Then Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they like, in 1998 when Jordan was doing all that, we was winning an Oscar.
But on a side note, I would much rather watch a movie about Jordan in 98 filming the commercial for the 13th, the one where he's like, he scores 45 in wingtips.
Yeah.
Let's just do a movie about that.
Yeah. Or make that into a movie. Make a Michael Jordan Hudsucker Proxy basketball movie set in that time period he was trying to be in 1998. Because he was trying to be in the 20s.
This might be too good for the film. We might need to keep this to ourselves.
That might need to be a series. A limited series. Michael Jordan. I don't remember what his job was.
Just listen.
I remember he jumped over like traffic.
He was just stamping documents.
He was stamping documents.
He was like a notary.
Yeah. A Coen Brothers Michael Jordan movie. That'd be hard.
Talk about the Mavs. The Mavs are 5-13 since getting Kyrie. They just lost to the Hornets back to back.
My favorite basketball team in the universe, the Dallas Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Just lost a couple in a row.
A bunch.
5-13.
5-13.
Since getting Kyrie Irving, the greatest point guard since broadband internet became like popular.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on over there, Rob?
They have a totally different squad. And they have two guys that are used to being the guy, even though they're kind of not supposed to be the guy. They're those guys that are the guy, even though, technically if you look at how things are designed, they're not supposed to be the guy, but they're like, I'm so good at being the guy.
I might as well just let me guy off.
You got two of those. You only need one of those. You don't really need one of those sometimes. Sometimes it's like that guy stuff is getting in the way.
Luka seems so unhappy.
Yeah.
Luka's like, I'm not happy. There's a lot of things going on. It's not, he's lost the joy.
When you get booed at home,
Yeah.
that's rough. And then Kyrie is the worst person to get booed at home because he's going to be like, I don't
love
care.
it.
Hey, move. That's what Kyrie said. Move. Why don't you leave Dallas then? Oh, you're not going to leave Dallas? All right. Shut up.
Kyrie is the guy, you know how in business, like there's a guy that companies hire specifically to fire people? Are you familiar with this concept?
I've seen it in television shows. I didn't know if it's real.
Me
I've never
neither,
been
honestly.
like fired like that.
But yeah, it's like a guy, he's like a specialist.
I normally get out before they get me.
He comes into the company just to like fold the company. My job is to get rid of everybody so this company can just make money off of white tees or whatever, like just like
Okay.
streamline it. And that is Kyrie Irving. You bring Kyrie Irving into your basketball team with the intention to fold. I mean, the Mavs couldn't have thought this was going to work.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
But it works. Maybe that's Kyrie's pitch. Give me millions of dollars, and when I leave, this place is going to be in tip-top shape. Look what I did in Cleveland. Look what I did in Boston. Okay, watch the Nets in a couple years. Bring me, and then your organization's going to be where you want it.
Yeah.
And I'll be gone.
I'll be
You
right out of your
worry
hair.
about me anymore. I'll be out of there.
Just throw me that dough, and then you'll get a top 5 pick 3 years from now.
Yeah. Your money will all be spent. So then, boom. Now you're not even used to having that money.
People aren't even talking about this angle. Kyrie, the fixer.
The fixer.
He's a fixer.
He's out there fixing the Mavs. They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
They're gonna figure it out. And the thing
figure out
is,
how to get beat in the
if
first
they
round.
do figure it out, the playoffs are different.
I mean,
They're called different. They're played different. The intensity is different.
What are they? I'm trying to figure.
What do they have to play for? Are they like where are they in the standings?
They're still top 8.
11th.
They're 11th. Okay, well, fuck me.
Ooh.
Yeah, they don't got nothing to play for.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, that's bad.
it's real bad. It's getting fixed.
They were in 4th before this.
Jeez.
Well, the West everybody was 4th.
Yeah, but
What we're not talking about is the fact that the Western Conference is terrible. I'll say it until I die. Western Conference, stinky basketball.
really?
No,
You're crazy.
I'm not. I'm
You're
podcasting.
crazy.
I'm
No,
podcasting.
You're crazy.
Nah, man. You know
The
I'm right.
Sacramento Kings have a anime-like light that shoots up into the sky.
Did you hear what you just said? That should
Yes.
sound nuts. Exactly, bro. The Kings are winning games
Come on.
and
on.
communicating with aliens.
Yeah.
You telling me that's a product of good basketball?
Yes. Alien technology.
That's a bunch of hullabaloo.
Okay. All right. They
Listen.
wear purple.
Listen, bro.
I might have to jump ship.
It's been
I'm not.
the West.
Calm down. I'm not.
The West has been the better conference for 30 years, and I think everybody's tired of it. And this is it. The East is better. There's no more. It's just it is. The
East
Mavs.
is better.
The Mavs are the 11th seed, bro.
The only
The two
way,
best point guards in the world are playing together, and they are the 11th seed.
The only way to make this argument is the East has to win the finals.
Okay.
That's really how it is. We don't have an all-star game that's divided by East and West anymore. So the only way to tell
That ain't no
is
problem.
the finals.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
Okay. All right.
That ain't no problem. Come on.
The Warriors won last year.
Got it. Bucks won a year before that.
Bucks won the year before that. Lakers won the year before that.
That wasn't even a year.
Raptors won the year before that. They seem pretty even though there were injuries in that Raptors series, but sure.
Listen, buddy. The East is definitely winning these finals. The Mavs are not making the playoffs.
Okay. You just out here predicting.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Jason Kidd is a terrible coach.
Oh, no.
I think Luka needs to stop eating carbs.
Okay. So it's not the beer.
No.
All right.
He's eating fucking little hostess cakes. and
Okay.
things of this nature.
What's your source?
Don't worry about that, man.
All right.
I'm a journalist.
I don't think you're a journalist.
Yes,
I
I
think
am.
you're just spreading rumors.
No, I'm not, dude. I talked to Duro. Okay.
Duro, like
ice cream.
buddy, rolling like a big shot?
Yeah. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Yes. Yes, that's my source, if you must know. And he's got a family who's in danger now because I told you.
Oh, man. I'm sorry that you did that.
Hey, it's fine. You wanted to know.
Is he still rolling like a big shot?
Actually,
or is he rolling like a regular shot?
Well,
now?
he's just rolling like a guy who understands that like life.
I used to be a big shot.
Yeah.
All right. Don't let this fool you. All right.
He's rolling pretty
but-
regular these days. Yeah.
Can you guys tell me, let's move on to football. Can you guys tell me what's going on with Lamar Jackson? What happened today?
Well, apparently, what happened March 2nd?
Go on.
Lamar Jackson tweeted today he's no longer a Raven. He put in a request for a trade March 2nd.
Before we even get into it, how much of these negotiations is Lamar Jackson doing by himself?
We don't know.
We actually don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like Bomani Jones knows and nobody else knows.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how, is he filling out paperwork? Like, oh, well, is he on like DocuSign filling out like trade request slips?
Is that what it is? It slips?
It slips. You got to get it. You put it through the time. You got to punch it or something.
I don't think so. I don't think they have trade request slips. I think your organization assumes that you're going to play out your contract. And when you request a trade, it's like when you send that like email that says, hey, I might leave here. Like I might quit. So I feel like a trade request is like, first of all, you got to hit that exclamation point. This is an important email, okay? This cannot go to your spam,
Mm-hmm.
all right?
I regret taking us this way.
You got to change the font to red. And then you got to bold that thing, and then you put it at like 48, and you say, trade request, now, exclamation point, underline it. Space, back to black, Arial, 12. This is Lamar. I don't want to be here. Goodbye.
Okay.
Send.
So basically,
open up. I'm sorry. That was harsh.
What Rob's trying to say is basically when Deshaun Watson got signed by the Browns, he essentially robbed the Browns.
Sure.
He convinced the Browns that he was still good at playing football.
Yeah.
And a nice guy.
And he will remain in graphics of the highest paid NFL players for a while. So if you're just casually watching a game, they'll put up a list of players. He's on there in an orange helmet and then an amount. And Lamar sees that.
He sees that and he says, well, actually, my stats are better than Deshaun Watson's, and I haven't sexually assaulted every massage worker or every massage therapist in the greater Houston area?
Yeah.
Massage
so basically,
worker.
I'm an MVP. We're the same age. We used to play against each other in college.
Yeah.
I won the Heisman, went to the NFL, won an MVP, went to the playoffs, and also I didn't do that other stuff.
What's good?
You barely lost a playoff game without me. Think of what you would have done if I was in the building.
He put a number on the back of a Larry Nance basketball card, handed it to the Ravens.
Okay.
The Ravens said, we're not doing it. Just because the Browns are idiots doesn't mean we're idiots. And it's like, well, you're going to have to do something dumb if you want to keep me.
Plus, you're in the division with the idiots. So it's just like, that's one team that you're like, if we move like that team, I'm confident we got them.
It's hard because obviously there's part of me that's like, well, if this was like Kirk Cousins from 10 years ago, if this was a star Whiteman, the Ravens could probably come up with the money. That's just something that I feel, we'll find it. Yeah. Oh, we got you covered. What's the whitest name I could think of? Corbin.
Okay,
we got you covered. But like that Deshaun deal is probably going to be one of the worst deals in the history of deals.
But it's in the division. Also, Joe Burrow's in the division. He's going to get paid. You want him to take a lower contract and then play against everybody 2 times a year that's got their money? That's sick.
It's tough when you know what everybody's making. The problem with professional sports in general is we know how much everyone's making. Nobody talks about money outside of professional sports.
That's not true.
We know what everybody makes.
That's not true.
Rob, how much money you make last year? Tell me right now.
I'm not going to do that.
Interesting.
Because I wasn't competing with you.
Interesting.
Okay?
Interesting.
But if I was competing with you, or if we worked on something together, I'm going to hit you and be like, yo, this is how much they're giving me. How much are they giving you? Make sure you get your bread, or I need to make some calls. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do with you. And so by everybody knowing what everybody makes, people are able to figure out what the market is. So when you set the market for Deshaun Watson super high, then you got to pay up. Everybody got to pay up.
The Browns should have to pay Lamar Jackson too. Wherever Lamar ends up, the Browns should cut him in some of that.
I like that.
And also, it's just like they're complaining like, oh, we're not going to give you around $300 million, Lamar. What are you, crazy? How much the team's worth? Team worth about $2 billion. Team worth about $2-3 billion.
Bill. All right.
You can't give your star, the guy you're going to be marketing, the guy whose picture you're going to put on everything.
Yeah.
The guy who's selling all the jerseys. You can't give him, you can't bust him off 10% of that.
Because if you do, if a happy Lamar, happy life. That's what they always say.
I'm going to roll with you. I'm going to just roll with you there. Yeah.
You keep Lamar happy, you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't have a good season, you'll be entertained. All them playoff games don't even be in town. The games are in town, he going to do something cool. At least you got that. What is really the whole point? Everybody can't win the Super Bowl every year. If we're not going to win the Super Bowl, look cool out there. He going to do that.
Well, Lamar Jackson
do something cool.
Lamar leaving the Ravens means that Baltimore is officially the first and only city in America where everything is reasonably priced.
Lamar for Jimmy G right now. Give him to me. Come on. Lamar for Jimmy G. I'll throw myself in. I'll go to Baltimore.
And then Lamar goes to the Raiders?
Yeah.
For Jimmy G. This is not
Jimmy G and me. And the gloves. We're back in fashion where we talk about what's hot, what's not, what's going on in these streets.
Oh.
I'm sorry. The gloves made me say that. I apologize.
I understand.
This is a fashion segment. So Beyonce's Ivy Park and Adidas are splitting up.
It's because Beyonce was tired of explaining to her friends that she doesn't control the sizes. I feel like nobody I know who got Ivy Park stuff like wears it because it don't fit right. Like it's like made to fit Beyonce and.
Well, it was a lot of online purchases.
Yeah.
So that might be a thing when you're dealing with leggings and spandex and like athleisure, you kind of got to try it on. But the like more jogging stuff, that you could kind of figure that out a little better.
Sure.
I bought some Ivy Park stuff for my significant other who isn't a big sneaker person. So that was kind of fun to like get something and it's like, oh, this is kind of your thing, But I honestly think that them like us finding out that they were not up to projections kind of was a signal like, hey, this deal is probably on its way out.
Yeah, I mean, Beyonce's about to go solo with it, or is she just like, whatever, I'll chill on the clothes?
I think they were blaming Beyonce for it not working and not like Adidas, which is, kind of chaotic over there right now.
Adidas don't know how to work with nobody.
Yeah.
That's what I've decided.
That's clear. And also, like, it's not like they gave Beyonce a silhouette. They tried to flood the streets with Beyonce's stamp on a bunch of Adidas silhouettes. So, like, they would tweak one, like, they add one thing to the Ultra Boost, and now it's the Beyonce Ultra
Beyonce Boost?
Yeah. They, you know, made the night jogger in a couple colorways that was exclusive to Beyonce now, you know.
It's the B-Day joggers.
Yeah. So, but I also think that Beyonce, knowing that Swarm is coming out, knowing what she knows about Swarm, she probably even knew about Swarm because Chloe's in Swarm, and I doubt Chloe does Swarm without Parkwood being like, yeah, sure, go do that. It's art. It's expression. Do your thing. So I think she gets the okay, but then they're like, all right, they're going to be making something about the Beehive. So let's make this thing be an old Beehive thing, and let's announce the minute this movie comes out and there's some of our Adidas stuff in there, we're going to be going separate ways. And guess where we're going now? Balmain. We're going to Balmain.
Oh, we're going higher dollars.
Yeah, is that where she's going? There was announced last week like a Beyonce and Balmain.
Buddy, Balmain is one of those brands where I just decided I will never own a.
Come on.
I can't even afford a keychain off them guys.
You never heard of Balmain?
Well, that's good.
You've
CJ
seen Balmain font though.
CJ doesn't listen to.
You've seen Balmain font on streetwear stuff.
He doesn't do streetwear.
You've
like that.
seen stuff. You've seen players wear Balmain and you didn't know what you were looking at. You've seen people wearing motorcycle jeans in the 2012s with all the little joints on it and the extra knee denim just in case you fall off your motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's Balmain.
It's high dollar stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
Put
the same
more jean on my jean. That's what Balmain's all about.
The price that you're paying for t-shirts, the price that you paid for the Family Matters opening night tee, that is how much like a Balmain tee is.
You spend a Balmain amount
you spend the Balmain dollars,
stuff.
but it's not the Balmain.
You just don't even know that there's stuff that's like, well, we make new stuff for that.
It's like, what if a pair of
nobody ate Doritos in this?
What if some Quentin Richardson PEs was actually like Lego shoes?
That'd be great. I'd get those.
So yeah, she's doing the luxury thing.
Well, you guys just snuck in making fun of me for 5 minutes.
I mean, yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
Because
when I got on gloves, it's so much fun to do this. This is so much. I wish I had gloves in high school. If I put on my roasting gloves, if I put these gloves on, it's over for you.
It's about to get hot.
If I put these gloves on, it's a wrap for you. Boy, if you don't get out of here with your straight.
The darkness of the hand. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it.
All right. Well, let's move on. Talk about these Fear God samples that dropped. Were they them or not?
We should never see samples. We should never see samples.
Amen.
Because samples are going to disappoint you. These Fear God samples, they look like, oh, if Mickey Mouse had shoes, that's the shoes.
They look like if a black and white cookie at the deli. Like if you could play basketball in some black and white cookies.
It's like, okay, if you're on a crepe sole planet and you got a hoop, these are the only shoes you could wear. You're on a planet, everybody has crepe soles, and you're like, all right, but do you have some crepe sole with a boost in it that looks like a rain boot, but then the top of it looks like a shoe by a person we can't name?
You can only do a Euro step in those. You can't do any other basketball move.
It's like say a Van like drew himself as a basketball shoe. Like a slip-on Van.
Oh, and was like
notebook at school, and was like, when I play basketball, I'm gonna look like this. Like that's what it looks like, and that's why we shouldn't see samples, because Jerry Lorenzo probably drew the mess out of it, and it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
What was the video where he said God made him charge everybody $500 a pair?
It's called Fear of God. If you don't have fear in your heart because you can't pay your bills because you spend all your money on fear of God, do you really believe?
Damn. And happy Easter,
Some of
y'all.
these things are
Happy
essential.
Easter. Happy Passover.
Some of these clothes are essential. You have to have them.
Happy Ramadan.
A sweatshirt, sweatpants. These are essentials. If you don't have these, are you going to make it in our society? I don't know. They're essential. Vital to your everyday life.
Tell me about this Cortiez Air Max 95 release.
Okay. Real New York stuff. Where they really get it in. This Air Max day, while people were trying to get SB Jordan 4s so that they could play basketball and the skateboard, there were other people focused on Air Max 95s that came out of a bodega. Cortiez. Colorways weren't super crazy. You could see people wearing them in life. Just all navy, pink Air Max 95, all olive-y colors.
Feels like I should be in London.
Lime greeny.
Get me straight to London in those.
Oh, you think people came from London to New York and like never been in a bodega and their first bodega experience was buying some Air Max 95s?
Yeah, they got rung up by a cat and they're all wicked, bruv. Oh, this is wicked, man.
I bet you they probably would go stupid over there. If you show up in the
UK is Air Max. They should name it Air Max Island.
Air Max Island.
They're the Air Max guys. We're just like,
their movie's Air Max.
Yeah,
which is a totally different movie,
and it's a way better movie.
It's a way better movie because it involves a visible airbag. You know, there's gonna be no visible airbags in air because they made a movie about Nike before they had visible air.
Okay,
another reason to not watch Air.
Take it easy.
But I'm gonna go see it so I can be mad.
Focus on your breathing.
All right.
Okay, he's back.
So did you guys like these shoes?
That was all right.
They cool. They're cool.
It's just
I like where they're sitting right now, price wise, because it's like okay. People can get them who want them. And so even though it was a crazy release, it's not like they're not going so stupid that like they're not attainable.
Yeah, the fishnet part around the toe box is kind of weird to me. It's like fatter lines.
I'm not a 95 guy. I never had a pair of 95, so I don't know if I could a collab 95 should be my first 95s.
All of the guys who sold weed in my town when I was in elementary school had 95s.
I do feel bad because when Bricks was out, I would always wear Nikes from 96 because Gucci would say 95 Air Max.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Walters?
I definitely went to Walters, but I do feel bad. Like, dang, I should have. Like, I love that song. I love that line. I should have got some Air Max 95s at that time.
Damn. When I think of Atlanta, I just imagine Gucci Mane like really fucked up in front of Walters.
You don't
on the phone.
Walters is so small, you don't spend a lot of time there. If you spend a lot of time at Walters, you're getting on someone's nerves because you're in the way. It's like it's cramped up. It's tiny.
Okay.
It's more shoes than room.
So Gucci would never be standing out front like eating a sandwich and like be on the phone?
Probably, because Gucci in that era was not getting through to the Levi's in the back of Walters. Like Gucci in that era is probably...
He couldn't fit the Levi's in the back.
Matter of fact, rappers didn't really go to the sneaker store like that. Sometimes they would send someone and they would get the sneakers on release day. That happened multiple times where like a truck would pull up.
You saw Febo's representative?
And like someone from Grand Hustle, someone from Jeezy would just get like a model whole size run out the store and they're gone.
And you're next in line?
And I'm next in line.
With the gloves on?
No gloves yet. This is pre gloves. But Trinidad James would be there with the gloves.
Damn.
Yeah, finger gloves or something. You know what I'm saying?
All right now.
Yeah.
An okay shoe. That's what we say.
Yeah, so it's okay. What I did get is I got the real inner sneaker collab between Adidas and Clark's and Kith, which was the Sambas with the crepe sole. Those things I might not even have to wear this year. I feel like I could bust those out 5 years from now and they still would have the same effect. Like, I think they're going to be a timeless, but also like that sole's going to get dirty. So you gotta decide where you're going to bust it out. But when you bust it out on some grown man stuff, I feel like I could wear that shoe in my 40s and it would be cool and also stand out like, oh, those are hard. Those are cool.
Okay, a shoe for a distinguished man.
Yeah. Those are the distinguished man shoes for sure.
I was thinking about getting the Arsenal Sambas, red, with the cannon on the tongue, and I was going to get me some red gloves. I want to do like a Eddie Murphy in Delirious.
Come on, man.
With the Sambas on the bottom.
Yo, if we start doing every pod with gloves on, that's the difference between us and other pods. Other pods, they're not willing to wear gloves.
I'll put a beret on.
I'll put the gloves on if I got to. And then when we get to a serious topic, we're going to be like, gloves off, and then take our gloves off.
You hear the snaps?
Last couple topics. Case says that Charlie Wilson was better than Luther.
So
just even having CJ ask me that is sick.
I try to read.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Like,
he thought it was
you
a
chose this? Yeah,
like, this is a talking briefcase? What is going on?
I was excited to hear you.
Hey, listen. Hey, Case is bugging.
Case is bugging, and I want to know what Luther did to Case.
See, then that's the thing. I think Luther was actually like a really hard guy to work with.
They say Luther could roast. They say Luther and Johnny Gill would roast all the time.
Yeah, not even would. I think he's frying people.
Yeah, frying people. And if he's frying you about your voice, what can you really say? I don't like pitting like legends against each other though. Yeah. Why would Charlie Wilson, if you clearly have something against people's love for Luther, why drag Charlie Wilson in there?
Buddy, this is the R&B version of Mario Chalmers saying nobody's afraid of LeBron.
Facts.
It's literally the same thing.
And then you
Case
gotta
just
pull
was
up,
at the house like, maybe I should say something outlandish.
Yeah. And then you pull up all these coaches that talk about their fear of LeBron. Yeah, we don't have to talk about the greatness of Luther Vandross. We also don't have to like disparage Charlie Wilson. I feel like what they did was very different. Charlie Wilson was in a band.
Well, you know what I will say? You know what I always have said?
Charlie Wilson's in the back of Computer Love. People don't even know that Charlie Wilson's in Computer Love. Do we eat yet? Do we eat yet? That's not a computer. A computer can't do that.
Guys,
that's Charlie Wilson.
He really attempted it. He really went for the Computer Love.
Do we eat yet?
Now, I will say, I've never been the biggest fan of Charlie Wilson as a solo artiste.
But Shooby Dooby Dooby Computer, that was hard when he did that.
Yeah, when he did that was crazy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, but he set computers off.
Yeah, my bad.
We didn't even know what the internet was, and
that song is
Charlie
about
Wilson
right
was the
now.
first person internet dating.
If they were talking about AI in '86,
it's true.
Computer Love, that's about AI. Did you hear that AI that sounded like Kanye West?
No.
They got an AI. A guy made a verse and then made his voice sound like Kanye West.
Oh, this stuff's got to be stopped.
It's over for us, man.
We should just AI the
They're
show.
gonna take this podcast and make us say all kind of wild, outlandish stuff that we didn't say.
Well, as long as you make me sound like Heavy D, I'm cool with it.
That'd be crazy.
R.I.P.
Yeah. If they could make me sound like Rakim and make you sound like Heavy D, this podcast is going up.
CJ, work that out, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, B.
Lastly, everyone's talking about the return of Succession last night. What'd you guys think?
Well,
I already watched Empire, so I don't gotta watch like another version, without music, without drip drop, drip drippity drop.
Yeah, and I haven't finished Power yet, which I can't. I can't start Succession until I finish Power.
And there's so many books.
Multiple books.
Who even knew TV shows could be books?
First thing I need to do is I need to be able to afford Stars. Then I need to finish Power.
Yeah.
Then I'll get to Succession maybe 5 years after that.
People be like, Rob, do you even read? I'm like, how many Power books I've read so many power books.
And then everybody who's like, bro, have you seen Succession? It's like, no, man, I don't do white things outside of work.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I think you be
that's
doing
not true.
all kind of white things outside of work.
I do, but I have to limit them. They have to be limited, bro. They have to be limited, dog.
Feel
I have
like
to put it.
You'll watch a King of Queens if it comes on.
I did run through King of Queens at one point.
Yeah.
But not lately.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Shout out to Kevin. Come by the
Come
studio.
Come fuck with us, man.
We'll talk about you having
you the
Jordan
Succession
6
to
lows
us.
at UPS. Crazy. Wild. There's no brown in that shoe at all.
Take us out.
Well, guys, that was the show. Thanks for listening or watching or whatever you're doing. Hit the like button, subscribe, make a friend do it. This is through. You're welcome to you.